Now, a few months ago, I started making a mobile game with the express purpose of it being a complete and total cash grab in order to try and make a whole bunch of money. The only problem is this is now my 4th devlog, and currently my game is not profitable at all, which I think sort of defeats the whole point of a cash grab game. However, today that changes, because I'm going to do literally everything I can in order to monetize this game. And hopefully by the end of the video, I'll be able to say that I made my mobile game as profitable as I possibly can. So let's get started. Now, I did explain this a little at the end of my last video, but I have been working on this mobile game for a bit, and to be honest, I kind of just want to be done with it at this point. So I'm not really expecting the final thing to actually be very good, or for a lot of people to even play it at all, which is why I'm going to need to milk as much money as possible from the few people that for whatever reason do actually choose to play my game. And to do that, I've made this absolute master plan. This is my absolute master plan. Now, it may look very complicated, but it's actually very simple. Basically, I've just made a list of all of the different ways I plan to monetize my game. So firstly, obviously, heaps and heaps of ads, just so many ads. I'm talking rewarded ads that let you keep playing or give you coins, those banner ads that are just always on the screen, those really annoying forced ads which should hopefully make me a bit of money. And look, don't even get me started on microtransactions, because we'll say you want to get rid of the ads. Well, that's great, because I can make even more money out of that. Look, I'm really just scraping the surface here, and I don't want to spoil the whole plan, but I think you get the gist. Now that we actually have a plan, it's time to get to work, starting with everyone's favorite thing of all time, advertisements. Hold that thought. Did you guys know only a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Let's all smash the subscribe button right now so that we can hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Right, so first I had to figure out how to actually get ads integrated into my project, which is something I've never done before. However, what I immediately realized after about 5 minutes of research was that implementing ads wasn't going to be as simple as just pressing some add ads button. In fact, there's actually a whole lot of important stuff you first have to set up for them to work. The next realization I had was that in order to get all of the different types of ads I wanted to implement, it looked like I was going to have to buy and legitimately pay for an actual paid plugin using real money, which is totally ridiculous. Immediately I thought surely there's some sort of way to get ads running without a paid plugin, but eventually after some more digging, it appeared this was probably going to be the simplest way for me to set up ads. So I folded and ended up just buying the cheapest plugin I could find that still had some reviews saying that it worked. And finally, I could actually start plastering my game with advertising. First, I added this banner ad that is constantly displayed at the bottom of the screen. And then I added these full page interstitial pop-up ads for every time you buy a new car. I also absolutely nestled the gambling minigame with these same pop-up ads and made it so that you get one every single time you click the play again button, which is actually really annoying because you have to go and click all the way in the top right corner to close them and then move all the way back down to the middle of the screen. So they're essentially just a hassle and a complete waste of time. I'm also not sure if I'm even allowed to just spam ads like this, but according to these important terms, it looks like you are permitted to place an interstitial ad between a minimum of every 2 user actions. So I think I should be fine as long as pressing a present is considered one action and then pressing the reset button counts as a second. But I didn't really care and went straight back to placing some more ads, this time video ads, which are probably the most annoying. I added this cool new button to the game over screen and implemented a rewarded ad when you click it that you can watch in order to get double the coins you collected in that run. And then after that, if you want to return to the main menu, there's still a 1 in 3 chance you'll have to sit through another video ad. Oh, and now guess what happens every time you even dare to open the game? There's there's more ads. Oh, and you know what, just for good measure, how about another banner ad right here at the top? Just kidding. I did actually try that, but apparently it's not permitted under any circumstances. If you couldn't already tell, it turns out there are actually pretty strict rules when it comes to integrating ads. For instance, as you can see, all of the ads I've put in for now are test ads, which means I'm gonna have to change them out later. But they have to be, because if they weren't test ads, then the advertisers could track me down and apprehend me for causing invalid traffic and messing up their ad data. So I guess it's just lucky I did take a second to read the important terms in order to pick up on that detail. Anyway, I think I'm pretty much done with ads for now. The plugin did cost me around $30, which is a minor setback, but I'm not too bummed as it definitely made setting up ads a whole lot easier, and I think I've made good use of it. Besides, I should hopefully be able to make all that money back and then some from all the people who are for sure going to play my mobile game. However, I'm still far from done. Like I mentioned in my master plan, I want to introduce a way for people to play the game without all these really annoying ads by simply paying me a little bit of money. So sometime later, this is what the main page of the game looks like now. Do you notice anything different? Basically, this really distracting, annoying flashing button is going to be constantly stuck to the start page of my game. And when you click it, it does get rid of all of the ads. The actual microtransaction and payment stuff isn't set up right now, but by the looks of it, I'm going to have to set all that up once I'm actually publishing to the Play Store. I'm also not sure how much I should charge, but I'm thinking something really really low so that at least maybe one person will think, ah, what the hell, and give me their hard-earned money. Regardless, I know what we're all thinking. More microtransactions, more microtransactions. So let's keep it up. As you know, my game already uses coins as a sort of in-game currency, which lets you buy new cars. So I added this new shop button to the homepage and started working on a coin shop UI, where now you can choose from 3 different options for coin amounts. I'm definitely going to make the highest option of 9,999 coins, only slightly more expensive than the other options to incentivize people to spend the most money. And I'd say right now I've gotten pretty far in terms of making my game more profitable. However, I still kind of feel like something is missing. I mean, obviously you can pay for coins, but it is a little bit pointless since all of the cars do literally exactly the same thing, and besides the Lamborghini, I feel like none of them are even that cool. So immediately I knew what I had to do. I have to make the game pay to win. So I opened up Blender and started modeling a new car with the sole purpose of it being really expensive and really cool. And here it is, the golden car. As you can see, it is gold, and it also constantly emits these cool coin particles, which makes it really cool. It can also destroy and drive straight through other cars. I made it totally immune to landmines. Oh, and get this, it can literally run over the gorilla. Also, it can automatically jump over gaps in the road, so it doesn't even need the jump ramp, and it can phase right through the spinny obstacles. I got a little bit lazy on that last one. Now you're probably thinking that sounds totally unbalanced. I mean, there's literally not a single way for the player to lose. But no, you're completely wrong, because you'll still die if you happen to fall off the side of the road. So actually, it seems perfectly fine to me. It also has this head start ability, which basically means the game starts off at pretty much max speed, and then you don't have to wait for it to get faster and faster, which I think is pretty cool, so I also added it to the Lamborghini too. The price for the golden car is currently at 10,000 coins, which should make it pretty unattainable without actually spending money on the game. I also made the gambling minigame less profitable, and I raised the prices on all of the other cars, which should further incentivize people to buy coins, or at least to spend more time grinding the game and therefore watching more ads. Okay, now I think it's finally safe to say that I'm actually working on a cash grab mobile game. I still have to get this game actually published, which I have literally no idea how to do, but yeah, hopefully I can figure that out, and then that'll probably be my final video in this series. So stay tuned for that. It's definitely been fun working on this game, but I am pretty keen to just have something finished at this point. But anyways, if you haven't seen the other devlogs, you can watch them somewhere here. And if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.